She thought she could play him for a free meal, but this broke woman quickly learned she picked the wrong guy to mess with because he had the last laugh. And his story is one you don't want to miss.
I dined and dashed on a Hinge date, and let me tell you why. Well, on this Hinge date, I hit this girl up and I was like, hey, you want to meet up, grab lunch? So on a first date with someone online, I'm thinking something casual, right? Maybe like sushi, Panera, a salad, something easy, nothing crazy, right? This woman comes back with, I want hibachi.
Huh?
And I was like, hibachi? And she's like, yeah, I want hibachi. So I go, oh, okay, I guess. So I get there to meet this girl for hibachi, and she brings a friend with her, and she goes, hey, would it be cool if my friend just jumps in with us, hangs out? And I'm like, I guess. I mean, she's already here. Why don't I tell her, go away?
I don't like where this is going.
That should have been his clue to turn back, especially when she brought her friend without informing him in the first place.
So we sit down, we start kind of hanging out, talking, getting to know each other, stuff like that. Both of these women start ordering a bunch of drinks, and I'm like, okay. And then they start ordering appetizers. And the guy, the cook, he goes, what do you want? And I go, I would like just chicken and rice. Easy. I'm a simple man. The girls go, we want surf and turf.
Oh, hell no!
I go, you want surf and turf? They go, yeah, surf and turf. And I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm like, all right, these girls think I'm not. So we hang out, have fun, do our thing, and I'm just kind of enjoying the moment, but I know what the heck's going on. I know what's going on.
That's how a high-value man operates. In hard situations, he can act like everything is fine while he's in full control, not letting his guard down.
So time goes by, and we're ready to pay the tab, and the cook guy goes, all right, how are we splitting up the bill today? The girl goes, all on one.
Huh?
So I'm like, what the hell did this girl say? In my mind, I'm like, what the heck? So I tell her, hey, do me a favor. Will you just box up my food real quick, and I'm going to go to the restroom? She goes, yeah, no problem. Guess where I went? I didn't go to the restroom. I went in my car and I went home. You think I'm not. You paid my bill.
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Yes!
We thought the story ended there, but you'd be wrong. What will happen next will for sure surprise you.
All right, guys, y'all wanted it. Part 2, here it is. So the next day, I go over to the hibachi restaurant, and I find our hibachi cook, and I go, hey, did those girls ever pay their tab, man? I want to make sure that they didn't leave the bill on you guys. He goes, they paid the bill, but they didn't pay.
What do you mean by that?
I go, what do you mean they didn't pay? He goes, I didn't see you come back, but about 30 minutes later, another man comes in and pays their tab for them, and then they leave.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
These two suckers called another to come pay their bill, and this actually did. There's no saving them. They're not good people. They're not. But needless to say, I cash apped the hibachi dude $20, called it a day, and I'm just gonna move on with my life now.
They tried to play him, but he played them outstanding. Smart man. Cut your losses early. And I'd just like to point out how generous he was, because he went back and even gave the chef a tip, which is kind in my book.
I think it's perfectly socially acceptable to go on dates as a hobby. Like one of my hobbies is going on first dates. And here I am. I go on the first date, like, sure, yeah, to meet the guy, to talk, get to know them, tell them about me, like, see if there's potential live there, like, whatever. Like, that's a small part of it. The big part of it is that I go and I get to try a new restaurant or a new spot in Boston. And usually, if not always, it's fun to buy the guy. So I'm like, ooh, like, let's go explore a little bit. So I always try to get the guy to, like, pick a restaurant that I haven't been to yet, or pick a cool new up-and-coming spot or whatever. Because if I'm gonna go on a date, and, like, this guy might be great, but, you know, he might also just, like, most likely, most of them are just, like, not my vibe. Like, and that's fine.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
This is not fine in any shape or form.
How horrible it is to have to go on a date with a guy because you need a meal? I was telling me the other day, Tiffany, you care too much about other people. You care too much about other people. And I'm like, I guess that's because I felt like nobody cared about me when I didn't have. I was just trying to figure it out. Do you know how horrible it is to have to go on a date with a guy because you need a meal?
Stop it. Get some help.
Financially struggling is never a reason to use people to get free meals.
And it's like, I don't even want to be nice to this person or even get to know him. I'm hungry. I don't know. But I have a strong feeling that we are going to have a lot more thinner people out here with the price of everything. And like, you know, in this past election, we were told that the price of food would come down, but it seems like it's just going up. So we're about to learn how amazing the human body can be when you don't eat. Or we're just going to have more malnutrition people because they'll be eating more stuff out of packages and things that aren't good for you, and they'll be more malnutrition. They'll be bigger and heavier, but more malnutritioned.
Just get a job, and you'll afford better meals. Problem solved.
Or maybe all these fast food places will go out of business. And people will start being like, look, I'll trade you these peaches for your lemons. Like, I'm trading with people now. My honey, I have all this honey. I trade honey for eggs.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
Single or married?
Kind of single.
Kind of single?
Yes.
What does that mean?
I recently broke up with someone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, why?
Because like a few months ago, it was our anniversary. After 1 year, he took me for dinner. It was a nice restaurant, but he just paid for the dinner around like 2,000.
Wait, so let me see if I understand. You broke up with this man after being with him for a year. 1 year. Because he took you to a restaurant and only paid $2,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you think this is awful, just wait to hear the rest.
Did he get you anything?
Yeah, I just normal gift around like approximately price was like 5,000.
So a $5,000 gift, $2,000 dinner.
Yeah. So
That wasn't enough?
no, we have been for 1 year together. I expected more. You know, I'm a woman.
What did you get him?
Me.
See, this is what these dudes be talking about because you're terrible. That's horrible.
I'm not.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Paying $2,000 on a dinner and giving her a $5,000 gift is more than 99% of what anyone would do, but she wanted more apparently.
I appreciate it. Should I cover my half or?
No, I got you.
You sure? Oh, thank you so much. It was delicious. But I'm going to probably head up because it's late and I have to get up early in the morning. So.
No, can I walk you to your room?
I don't know if they allow if you're not staying in the room. It'd just be easier if you. But I appreciate dinner and
I get it. Okay.
No, it's not like that.
No, I get it.
It's
Sorry. You just wanted a free meal.
No. First off, I
Understood.
have no problem paying for my own bill to avoid something like this.
Oh, well, then go for it. Do it.
I love how he told her to pay for herself after she told him that she wasn't in for a free meal.
I don't think enough men realize that some of the men out here are unlikable. And you don't know that until you see him in person, until you interact with him, until you see that he's an egotistical maniac who talks about himself the whole time, who thinks that he's bought you because he has money, or because he has money, you're automatically going to let him go up to your room. Sometimes you don't know that until you see how he interacts in person. It's not worth it. That meal is far from free, bruh.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
So basically, she just said if you have money, you're controlling. And in other videos, she says how less money is unacceptable.
A lot of women know how to manipulate you to get things that they need.
Asking men, why are you like this?
Women made us like this, and honestly, it goes the same way because women will say we made them the way they are, right? Right now, you have the upper hand because women have the power.
We do?
Women have all the power in the
No,
world.
tell me.
Right now, women are taking advantage of men by getting what they need out of them.
Like gold diggers?
Yes!
I wouldn't say all gold diggers, but a lot of women know how to manipulate you to get things that they need.
Have you been manipulated by a woman?
Of course.
What is the craziest thing a woman has ever gotten you to do?
Honestly, just put her first.
Yeah.
in every way, shape, or form, and that's probably the worst thing you could do for a guy, you know what I'm saying? But a woman can make you do that.
The only way to regain the power is to not participate or play their game.
But don't you want to put a woman first?
Oh, hell no. You do want to put a woman first with the right circumstances.
Yeah.
Under your circumstances.
Not any woman,
I
or the
think-
right woman.
I would say, even if it's not a woman, self-love is the best love, and you always should put yourself first.
Guys, never ever spend more than $10 on the first date. Don't do it. It minimizes your loss.
Based on the feedback from another video, a noted amount of men don't want to pay for the lady on the first date because they're concerned that she's using him for a free meal. I think we all know that most women can buy their own dinner, right? And they would much rather enjoy it alone than spend it with boorish company.
If that's true, then why don't they pay?
But let's explore the idea of that free meal. So if we take the money, the financials out of it, what other logical commodity are we left with? And let's keep sex, attention, validation, all of that out of it. Let's do something that's inarguable, and that would be time, right? So the time spent by a woman getting ready for the date, traveling to and from the date, and then of course the actual time they're spending with someone. That's what we're talking about.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you.
What is that time worth? How do we attach a number to that? Well, it's actually kind of easy. What do they do for work? Let's say she's an attorney. She might bill at $300 per hour. Now, between the time spent getting ready for that date, traveling to and from that date, and then the actual meal, that could be 3 hours. Very conceivable, maybe even more. Well, 3 hours at $300 per hour would be $900.
Did you forget that the guy also has a job? So it goes both ways.
So you may have paid $50 for her meal, but the time that she has given you is actually valued at $900.
It's none of my business. It's none of my business.
Let's say the lady earns a yearly salary of $50K. If you break that out into an hourly wage, that's about $24 per hour. 3 hours at that wage, the free meal has cost her $72. Now, of course, I know we're all so much more than our careers and earning power. It doesn't define us.
Values, integrity, and respect are what define us more than our earnings. And in this case, I don't see any morals if someone is willing to use another for meals and justify it by saying they lost time to show up.
But I'm just trying to kind of compare numbers and attach a hard, fast value to someone's time. Because at the end of the day, there really is a business to dating. Yes, there's people out there that are always going to try to get over on someone, and they're jerks. They're just But in most cases, there's really no such thing as a free meal.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
We can use her same argument against her and remind her that we also value our time.
I'm dating. I'm getting to know. No, I'm not. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm getting to know men, and I'm getting to know what I like and what I don't like. So
you ever use a dude for some food? Yes or no? And be honest.
Yeah.
All right then. So you're using men.
But I don't need to go out to dinner.
Yeah, the ones you date, the ones you pick, don't even have to take your ass to dinner. They can pull up in some basketball shorts and some flip flops and wear your ass out. You're using the men that you don't like. If you do not like them, do not go out to eat with them. Do you ladies know what date means? It means at the end.
No.
Yes, that's what date means.
No, it's not.
Okay. If she won't you without you spending money, don't with her. Ain't no man should be used. You're
goddamn right. Keep your money safe from them.
If there was a draft, do you think it's fair that women don't have to register and go fight on the front lines? You're equals, right?
I'm not that type of feminist.
Well, then where is this fair coming into it?
I am here to talk about the topic of being an alpha female.
Hey, hold up. Whoa. We're talking about what I'm talking. I'm talking about what you said. You said it's not fair. And I said, okay, if you want fair, what do you really want fair?
In some ways.
That's bull.
I should be able to speak my experience. voice my opinion.
No, yeah, you're entitled to a wrong-headed opinion. But you're entitled to a wrong-headed opinion, and guess what? Men have made it possible for you to have a wrong-headed opinion and still have a roof over your head. We've civilized the world in general to where women can come out here talking about it's not fair.
Well.
I don't know where this information is coming from, but most women are not going on dates with men to get a free meal. It's just that you think the meal implies that you get something in return.
You know what they say, nothing is free in life.
So when she goes out with you and she's silent because she decides that you're not a good fit, for whatever reason, you think, well, I should have gotten something in return, she just did it for a free meal. When in reality, she just doesn't want to go out with you again.
So that was a lie.
And it might not be personal. It might be that she just doesn't feel any chemistry between you, that you have different values in mind. Or she met somebody else. The point is, women are not transactional. You shouldn't expect something just because you buy her a meal. And I think some of you think, oh, if I buy her a meal and don't expect her body, that makes me a better man. But you're still expecting something, right?
I beg your pardon?
If she truly didn't like you, then she should tell you not to pay for her meal.
A phone call, a second date, but to be honest, she doesn't owe you those things either just because you bought her a meal. And to solve all of this, quit buying women meals if you're worried about it. You're so worried about us taking all of your money when some of you don't even have any money to take. I promise, most of us can buy our own meals.
I hate to admit it, but she made a point in the end. The only way to stop this is to not pay for anyone.
Someone tell me why men are expected to show up to relationships being emotionally available, but women are not expected to show up to relationships being rationally available. The messed up part about all this is when a man isn't able to show up emotionally available, he's dismissed or considered weak, or he needs to go to therapy. But if a woman comes into a relationship being irrational, it's blamed on her hormones, and she's immediately validated, and the man is invalidated. The interesting part about this is you could almost look on any social media website and look up, am I the asshole for using my hormones and my irrational behavior against my boyfriend? And men have been conditioned into believing that this is acceptable behavior.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
People should take accountability for once instead of finding excuses.
It makes me wonder if a woman is able to come into a situation, for example, she thinks her man's cheating, instead of going on a rampage and making fake social media accounts to catch him, or yanking his phone, or going through the phone when he's sleeping, if she's able to come into a situation being more rational, would it open up a man to being more emotionally available because he feels safer? It's just another example of how men have to show up differently than women, and men have to bring everything, and women have to bring little to nothing to a relationship.
Do you know why dating is unfair for men and not for women? Because men have to earn love. Women don't. Women can just show up and there will always be someone to love them. But a man, he has to be confident, he has to have money, he has to have status.
2,000 years later.
He has to have worked on himself, he has to whatever, because a man who is fat, who has no money, who has no status, who has no self-control, will not be loved by anyone except maybe his parents. But that's it. No one else will care about him.
That's why men choose to stay on their own once they reach the top.
My homegirls are going out with you because they are bored. If she wants something from you without knowing you, she's playing you. I wouldn't even buy her coffee.
Men need to
done with this
stop
fraud.
taking women on
Get
dates.
your best friend and take her out of here. You should never take a woman out on a date that you don't have vested interest in and that you're not sure she has a vested interest in you. Stop trying to disillusion her with your money, your resources, your ability to buy her roses. What has that gotten you? Where are
That's
they?
it.
Exactly. So stop doing it. You're wasting your money.
But
You're
wait a
wasting
minute,
your
wait a
time.
minute, wait a
If you
minute,
need,
wait a minute.
hold on, I'm not done. If you want to know if a woman is interested in you for real and wants to not just use you as a meal plan, because let me tell you, a lot of my homegirls are going out with you because they are bored. They don't have nothing to do. They're not over the other dude. Somebody else hasn't hit her back yet. So stop taking her out on dates. Don't buy her anything.
That should be our strategy from now on.
Don't spend a dime. Don't spend a nickel. Don't spend a penny. Go somewhere that is free. And if she is unwilling to go there with you, don't go out with her.
Yes! Yes!
So this girl went on 6 dates a week so she didn't have to pay for groceries for 2 years. And I have to say I respect her because that's like a part-time job. She was saving $150 a week. She went on to say she made the video jokingly, but I do believe she was at least going on 2 dates or 3 dates a week, saving $150. And I respect her because all you would have to do to avoid that whole situation is keep what she got in her hand, bro. You could easily avoid getting finessed if you just take her to Starbucks. You maybe get her a croissant, maybe, right? But just spend $10 on a Frappuccino. You spend $10 on yourself. Like I said, maybe on a croissant, and you good. Now you really know it's about getting to know each other and not about a free dinner date.
Let's put an end to these dates and having our money taken from us. And remember, to win the game is by not playing. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.